Parenting will drag you into your zone of incompetence and leave you there. So we can outsource things like house cleaning and meal prep or childcare if we have the resources. But the emotional labor of parenting, that's ours. And it's in that emotional labor, those moments when we feel stretched far beyond our capacity, where shame and guilt creep in. Guilt says, I did something wrong. Shame says, there's something wrong with me. Guilt is about behavior. It's a signal that something we said or did doesn't align with our values. And in that way, guilt can actually be useful. It can guide us to repair or make different choices, to show up in a way that just feels more aligned. But shame? Shame is different. Shame doesn't say you made a mistake. Shame says you're a bad parent. You're failing at this. Other parents have it together and you don't. Shame erodes self-trust. It convinces us that we are fundamentally unqualified for this job. And because parenting is so high stakes, it's easy to spiral into a shame loop where every hard moment feels like proof that we're failing. And if you've ever found yourself lying awake at night, replaying something you wish you'd handled better with your child, maybe you lost your patience, maybe you were distracted, maybe you just didn't have it in you to show up as your best self that day, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Before we dive back in, I want to offer you something that might just change how you move through the season of parenting. If you've ever thought to yourself, how can I lead my family with the same intention, creativity, and compassion I bring to my work life? You are exactly who I created this for. The Creative Parents Companion is a free guide filled with reflective tools, rituals, and nervous system check-ins to support you in parenting with presence and not pressure. It's not about doing more, it's about coming home to who you are as a parent, a leader, and a human being in progress. You can grab the free download at ellenbrowencoaching.kit.com/creativeparentscompanion, or just click the link in the show notes. So, how do we start releasing that emotional weight of guilt and shame? Let's start with guilt. If guilt is a signal about behavior, then we can use it as a tool. Instead of getting stuck in, I shouldn't have snapped at my kid today, we can ask, what led me to that moment? The first step in dismantling shame is naming it. That was the most effective practice I took on my trip. Letting my partner know that I was feeling shame for wanting this time away from her. By voicing those intrusive thoughts and fears, I could put those thoughts outside of my head, enough to see the holes in the logic and to feel more connected to my partner in the process. Shame thrives in silence. It tells us we're the only ones struggling, that everyone else has this parenting thing figured out and we're the outlier. But when we speak our shame out loud, to a trusted friend, partner, or even just to ourselves, it loses its power. The second step? Forgiveness. Not just of our kids when they push every last button of ours, but of ourselves. Because here's the truth. You were never meant to be a perfect parent. Your kids don't need you to get it all right. What they need is a human parent, one who loves them, tries, makes mistakes, and keeps showing up. And if we can show ourselves that grace, we teach them to do the same for themselves. Parenting will pull you in every zone. Your genius, your excellence, your competence, your incompetence, and sometimes even the twilight zone. Some days you'll thrive. A parent who models self-compassion. A parent who, even when they're outside their zone of genius, chooses love, both for their child and for themselves. If you enjoyed today's episode, please show your support by leaving reviews and comments. It would truly mean the world to me to hear from you. Hit that subscribe button so you never miss a day, and join me in my mission to help a world full of content creators become a world of contentment creators.